Hello, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. For the people that have subscribed, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And if you haven't yet, please do so. I really, really appreciate it. So today I want to talk about securing the bag, getting the bag. All these sayings, they mean making money. But my question is, why I'm talking about this, how far are you willing to go? How low are you willing to bend? How many of your values, principles, ethics you willing to throw out of the window to secure the bag? You'd be surprised. There is a lot of things that people are willing to do to get the cash. So I was watching up this interview between Monique and Steve Harvey some time ago. If you haven't, I'll drop it below. Check it out. So Monique was asking Steve Harvey, why is he not saying anything? While he's very well aware that the people are being ill-treated in an entertainment industry. I mean, Steve Harvey's answer shocked me so bad. He said something in the likes of, we are black folks out here. We are not allowed to say anything. We are black folks out here. We are not supposed to say anything. I was like, what? Now, people, you need to understand something. Let's just pause a little bit. For me, this transcends beyond the color. You can be black, white, blue, any color. It matters not to me. But this thing, it said to me that people are willing to give anything away just to get the money. People are willing to keep quiet even if they can see that things are being done are not right just to get the money. People are willing to give anything to get the money. And hear me out right. Hear me out right very clearly. I'm a very sensible guy. I am not advocating people to live like the stone aged. No. I know that all of us need to make money. All of us need to keep the lights on. All of us need to provide for our families. But how do you do it? Because here's my point of contention. If you do it in violation of what you believe in, that's not going to last. It's not sustainable. If you do it spiting somebody, that's not going to last. That's not sustainable. That is why, just to cite one example, in the business world, there's a difference between somebody that builds for the lifestyle and somebody that builds for the legacy. The legacy building people, they stick to their purpose or their mission even if they're not making anything. And the period, it's irrelevant. I've been in this business now for the last 4 years. I wouldn't really say that I have cracked it that much, but I have been pushing it because I'm building something which is quite sustainable for me. But the people that are building or get into the business for the lifestyle, it's very challenging if the money is not forthcoming. That is why you get people jumping into the ship and leaving it as soon as nothing comes into it. And I'm not by far saying I'm a one better off, but I understand exactly what it means to get the money by violating who you rightfully are. Because this thing of relying on external things to define who we are, it's a problem. Your car does not define you. Your house does not define you. Whatever that you have outside does not define you. It's because we've cultivated this thing of relying on external things for so long that we are willing or we are allowing the money to control us. Think about this. How about getting the money by building genuine relationships? How about getting the money by abiding by your morals? How about getting the money by not hurting other people? This thing sounds so simple, but people don't do it. A whole lot amount of businesses, a whole lot amount of people that are wealthy, they've done it by trampling on people's toes. They've done it by violating other people's rights. That is why a lot of people are not peaceful. You get a lot of people that have this cash, that they are so broke, the only thing they have is money. I was talking to my friend this other time. I was asking him, this thing of trying to be straight about making money, it takes so long. And he said to me, Tsidiso, there's something that you need to realize. You can buy the bed, but you can't buy the sleep. You can buy the food, but you can't buy the appetite. So how you get the money will dictate how it will control you. That is why you get, as the surveys have shown, I think Gallo done some research some time ago, just before the shutdown. And the results came back shocking as well. Said 85 to 87% of the working force all across the world is disengaged. So 87% of the people that are working are disengaged. And I asked myself, why is it so? But the answer was quite clear to me, that we have forsaken ourselves so much that we can do something that we hate so long as we get the money. And we push away everybody and anybody or anything that goes against that. That is why when you get somebody who's honest, somebody who's ethical, people will always ostracize them and tell them, you're not going to make much, bruh. You're not going to amount to anything. For the people that have been walking this long path of being right, of being honest, of being ethical, of being principled, I give it up to you guys. I know it's the loneliest road. It's not the easiest, but it's worth it. Trust me. Because by the time when you snatch it, by the time when you make it, you will know what it means to you. And for me, personally, this journey has been quite long. But I told myself one thing, that it's better for me to amass a lot of money after I understand that money does not make me. Because I know that should I have gotten it, or because as I jumped from the corporate world, I jumped from the corporate world where I was making more than enough. I had it, but it didn't make me happy as much as I expected it. So it means the money had me instead of me having it. So I told myself it's better for me to get it after I appreciate that I am more than my money. I am more than my relationships. I am more than my car. I am more than what I do. I am more than my clothes. I am bigger than that. But if you get the money with that outward perspective, it will always control you. For the people that have watched the movie Avatar, it's a 2012 movie. It's the best 2012 movie. I get so much of similarities on it with what I'm talking about now. People who haven't watched it yet, I'll just try to make it as simple as possible. You get a character that goes out there, that plays you. That is not the real you. It plays you. Then after it's tired, or after some time, it has to come back to the real you. So it's pretty much like a recharge or a recalibration, which, if it was not to be done, or if it didn't happen, the avatar will die and the whole thing will stop. So now, if we bring it back to ourselves, is how often do you recalibrate yourself? How often do you change your perspective to say, that avatar that I'm playing, it's not real me. That avatar that I'm portraying, it's not the real me. So I have to come back, recalibrate, look at myself on an inward, not on an outside. Because remember, the money and all the material things are on the outside. They are not on the inside. And anything, it has proven itself. Anything that is outside, it's not sustainable. We are insatiable beings. The more we get, the more we want. But if you focus on an inward, you will realize even having a cent can make you content. Even having nothing can make you content. Because it's not about things that you have, but it's about what you make of the things that you do have. So this thing of getting the money at any cost or any means necessary, that is why we get a society that is so ill-ridden with depression. Because you are overworking your avatar and it tells you, I am tired, I can't do this thing anymore. And on that point, if you are not listening to that avatar telling you that it's tired, it will shut down. That's where the depression happens, because it's a clash of the titans. The outside and the inside clashes. If you get what I'm talking about. So depression, amongst other things, hear me out right. Depression, amongst other things, it's self-inflicted. Because you're not listening to the real you. That silent voice that you are always numbing, it's always shouting. It's not about this. There's something that you need to do. There's a book that you need to write. There's a business that you need to open. There's something that you need to give. There's food that you need to give. There's clothes that you need to give. But we shut it down because we are focusing on this noisy outside life. We are even willing to do anything to get the cash, to secure the bag. That has to stop at some point. And for the people that are not willing to stop it, your body will choose a stopping day for you. Thank you very much. Hope we're still friends. I didn't aggravate anybody. See you guys on the next video. Have a good weekend. Have a beautiful one. Stay safe. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and interact with me. Send me a WhatsApp. Send me an inbox. Let's interact and let's talk. Thank you very much. See you next time.